The best chapter of the year is here. We finally saw the Blackbeard pirates at Egghead, and we got even more information than we expected. Zoro versus Lucci, Sanji versus Kizaru, and Luffy versus Saturn. This chapter was amazing. Let's start with the most important part, Blackbeard and his special bloodline. One interesting detail is that the Blackbeard pirates arrived at Egghead in chapter 1079, and everyone expected to see Katarina Devon and Lafette because other members were busy on other islands. Instead of Lafette, we saw Van Augur. His devil fruit allows him to teleport himself, so it's possible, but interestingly, Van Augur was seen fighting Law in chapter 1081. Are other Blackbeard pirates at Egghead as well, or was the Law versus Blackbeard fight shown as a flashback? I do hope we get more details. This is Van Augur's week. In the anime, he one-shotted one of Cracker's soldiers, which is a big feat because Gear 4 Luffy could not defeat him easily. In the manga, we saw him at Egghead. Usopp must unlock the strongest observation haki we have ever seen on Elbaf or some kind of new power because Van Augur is way stronger than him for now. Katarina Devon is collecting characters' faces, kinda like Pokemon cards, and today she got her best Pokemon card yet, Saturn's. I think it could be one of the main reasons why Saturn was revealed in this arc. It will lead to something bigger in the future for sure. Because of this event, I believe Saturn won't die at Egghead. There would be no point for Katarina Devon getting Saturn's visual anymore. Now she can turn into Saturn, but from what we know, Saturn has some kind of demonic aura, so I don't think she will be able to fool other Gorosei or Imu. However, it will probably work on the average Marine Admiral or Vice Admiral. Is Blackbeard planning on invading Marijoa? It seems like it. Also, the Blackbeard pirates reveal that their goal is the world. They did not mention the One Piece or some kind of treasure. I think there is a high chance that Blackbeard wants to sit on the empty throne. Joy Boy is the new Luffy. Blackbeard could be the new Imu. 800 years ago, Joy Boy died and Imu sat on that throne. Now, Luffy has a chance to stop history from repeating itself and defeat Blackbeard and his goals. In this chapter, it was also revealed that Blackbeard has a special bloodline. How did Saturn know about this fact? Either Saturn witnessed something at God Valley, or Shanks wanted to talk about Blackbeard with the Gorosei and told them about his bloodline in chapter 907. For now, there are only two options. Either Blackbeard is the son of Rox D. Zebek, or Blackbeard is a Buccaneer. Saturn hates Buccaneers so much that it won't be surprising that Saturn mentioned his bloodline out of nowhere. On the other hand, theories about Blackbeard being Rox's son make a lot of sense as well. Maybe both theories are true, and Zebek had a giant wife. But in today's video, I will show you why I am sure that Blackbeard is a Buccaneer. There are a lot of hints for this theory. The first hint is a book by Ralph D. Payne named Blackbeard Buccaneer. Blackbeard Buccaneer is an exciting account of the life of the legendary pirate Blackbeard, Edward Teach. I don't think I have to say more for now, but we will get back to this soon. In chapter 1104, Vegapunk revealed that the Buccaneers were said to possess a unique ability or characteristic in addition to their incredible bodies. Vegapunk witnessing a soulless Cyborg Kuma on an impossible rampage against Saturn to save Bonnie. We know that Vegapunk essentially installed a kill switch into Cyborg Kuma that functions as a self-destruct feature, and that, for whatever reason, failed to stop him. This is presumably due to his Buccaneer blood, given Vegapunk's comment. The Buccaneers have so far been notable for their hearty physique, and Kuma's character especially highlights the theme of taking on pain. This is said to be because his body is different from others. Now we know that Kuma and Buccaneers are even more different than previously believed. So, a few chapters ago it was revealed that the self-destruct feature was installed and it did not work. Why would we need this information if it does not lead to something bigger? I think the self-destruct triggered by Saturn was the event that allowed Cyborg Kuma to awaken a latent second personality, or soul, within his Buccaneer blood, which is the force currently driving his body's actions. We also know that Blackbeard does not sleep and that his body is fundamentally different from a normal person's. If this were due to Blackbeard possessing Buccaneer blood, it could explain several things. Firstly, Blackbeard believes that he is the perfect man to wield the dark fruit, and that it chose him. In the same conversation, he reveals to Ace that his darkness absorbs everything, especially pain. This can be contrasted with Kuma absorbing the pain of others. If Blackbeard was a Buccaneer, it would explain his reasoning for this perfect fit between a fruit which grants pain along with power and a man whose body is built for pain. During Law and Blackbeard's fight, Teach took one of Law's awakened attacks. This attack did a ton of damage to Big Mom, one of the most durable characters in the series, injuries, while Law was tired and probably weaker than he was while fighting Blackbeard. It seems a little weird that Blackbeard can just take that and immediately get up if he really absorbs extra pain. Even as a child, Blackbeard proved his strong durability during the fight against the Roger pirates. He fought for 3 days straight without sleep. He also tanked a lot of damage in Impel Down and against Whitebeard. We can compare Marco's comment about how Teach's body is different to Eva's comment to Dragon when he says Kuma is different. Their body shapes are similar too. Yes, Blackbeard is not as tall as Kuma, but not all giants are the same height either. Morley is currently the shortest known giant at 12.5 meters tall, and Dory is the tallest known normal giant at 22.6 meters. Half-giants, aka Buccaneers, can have different heights as well. Blackbeard has taken advantage of his Buccaneer heritage to become the first person to consume 2 devil fruits. If the self-destruct button did not work on Kuma, he is still active the same way the second devil fruit did not instantly kill Blackbeard. I know there are a lot of theories about why Blackbeard is connected to 3s and why he will have 3 devil fruits, but for now, this makes more sense to me. The Buccaneer race is newly introduced to the story, and suddenly Blackbeard's special bloodline is revealed. Isn't it strange? The same thing happened with Rocks and God Valley. Also, Nika and Luffy. Yes, the sun god Nika was foreshadowed since Skypiea, but we can count Blackbeard eating 2 devil fruits as foreshadowing for his different Buccaneer body as well. Another possibility is that both Whitebeard and Blackbeard were Buccaneers. These two looked a lot like Kuma as children. What if the reason why Blackbeard could eat Whitebeard's devil fruit is the fact that they both were Buccaneers? There is still a lot to explain, but it seems we will get answers to these mysteries soon. Now let's get back to the book, Blackbeard Buccaneer. Just by looking at the chapter titles, we can see that there are a lot of similarities between this book and Blackbeard's story in One Piece. His connections with Bonnie, selling weapons, kidnapping people, and more. One of the chapter names is Releasing a Fearful Weapon. Let's talk about Teach and Ancient Weapons. At the end of this chapter, we saw Caribou fangirling and asking the Blackbeard pirates to join the crew. Many thought that York would join Blackbeard, but nobody expected Caribou. I won't be surprised if they reject Caribou's offer. Blackbeard doesn't accept people like buddies. He only chooses those who are worthy and those that'll help him reach his goals. Caribou's trump card is his knowledge of the ancient weapons, Poseidon and Pluton. Teach will need this information for sure, and I believe his target will be Shirahoshi. This chapter also confirmed that Caribou did not give Luffy the food. Otherwise, why would he ask the Blackbeard pirates to take him? Then, who was the one who gave Luffy the food? Did Van Augur teleport it so Luffy could defeat Saturn? Or was it Kizaru who continues to attack his friends? Both options seem less likely to me. Now let's talk about the Straw Hats. Usopp is already in tears after seeing Dory, Broggy, and other giants. Jinbei is flying to Zoro while Zoro and Lucci are still fighting. Zoro says that Lucci is not the one who controls this fight, but still his absence is a big problem for the Straw Hats. Then we see Happy Bonnie talking to Luffy. Luffy does not even know what Nika is, which may lead to something very interesting. I wonder what his reaction will be after he realizes what kind of power he holds. Saturn attacks Luffy with his eye power, but Luffy withstands the attack. In an epic panel, Luffy punches Saturn many times in his face with his new attack Gomu Gomu no Down Gatling. Saturn is sent flying and he crashes into buildings again. Saturn had one of the best entrances in the whole anime, but after that, he didn't really do anything impressive. For now, he's just destroying buildings after getting punches in his face, but he still managed to injure Vegapunk badly. Vegapunk said that if he moves, he will die. We need Chopper. He can't just die like that. Meanwhile, Sanji finally had an impressive scene. He managed to protect Vegapunk and block Kizaru's laser. Kizaru and Frankie are shocked. Some people may think that Sanji's shoes can interact with light similarly to Atlas's light pressure gloves, but it has never been confirmed that Dom shoes can block light as well, so this is a big win for Sanji. Also, I want to mention that Sanji's eyebrows were switched when he blocked Kizaru's attack. It seems we will see at least a little clash between Sanji and Kizaru. This chapter was amazing. It answered some questions but gave us even more. Everything that's happening on Egghead right now leads to the Straw Hats escaping, so the Elbaf arc will start very soon. If you want to know what to expect from Elbaf, you can watch this video right here. Thanks for watching.